One of the hottest teams in the competition, played on Friday night. One of the hottest players in the hottest team is Dayne Beams. He joins us now. Great to have you on board, Dayne. It was your first experience with us. Great to have you here. Let's talk about the Pies for a moment. 4 straight. This is your 3rd year, dominating. Tell me, if you're playing April footy and you've got a few gears left, how good are you going to be in September?
It's hard to say that one, but I suppose Mick doesn't want us, firing at this stage real early. He wants to sort of build it up a little bit, and we know we played our probably better footy last year towards the latter half of the year. So, as well as we are playing now, I think we've still got a lot of improvement to go, and I think the competitions, I think Luke was saying earlier, the competition's a lot more even this year. So, we've got to be on our game.
We spoke to Maxie yesterday on radio, Dayne, and we asked him, is Collingwood falling into the trap of playing extravagant football? He said yes during the 3rd quarter on Friday night. Is he right? Do you agree with him wholeheartedly? In
that 3rd quarter, I think we are, yeah. And I think we copped a fair spray at 3/4 time as well for it.
Did you get any words?
No, I didn't personally get a spray, but there was a couple of blokes that were singled out.
But can you name names?
No, I actually can't remember.
I'm only joking, but was he pretty well, Mick?
He wasn't happy with the way we played in that 3rd quarter, and I think he had every right to be not happy. We let him back into the game, and we didn't stick to the way we wanted to play footy, and therefore Richmond, they've got a lot of young players. I think I said earlier, after the game, once young players, get confidence up, it's pretty hard to stop. So they were able to do that in that 3rd quarter.
Well, let's just have a look at the results from Friday night football. It was a blitzkrieg in the first half, 50 points the lead. Then, as Dayne said, the Tigers got back into it, 26 points at 3/4 time, but 71 points in the end. Jack Riewoldt kicked 4, Dane Swan, unbelievable again with 33 touches. But Daisy Thomas was again very good.
Just with Daisy and with a lot of the Collingwood players at the moment, the training, and just have a look at this, you're running and you're doing things that most sides would want to do. Your training loads at the club at the moment, are they higher or are they back to what you'd hope they'd be?
I think it come down to, we came back from our off-season break 2 weeks earlier than normal, and we went to Arizona straight away, so we knew that teams would have that head start on us. Because we went into October playing footy, so we knew that we had to catch up to the rest of the group. And I know when we got to Arizona, we got the stuff run out of us, so
did it pretty hard.
It was physically very hard, yeah.
That's a great sign from a team, because most of the time you hear players whinge and you don't have your full 8 weeks or 6 weeks break, whatever it is. So for a team to come and say we're going to start 2 weeks earlier, you can see why they come back and playing such good footy early.
Hodgie, Dayne, a player's behaviour on field, how much can it influence others? We're going to have a look at Jack Riewoldt's night on Friday night, and he was told to behave the way he behaves. Is it something that can disrupt the team?
I'm not too sure if we've had anything like that, but as you said, Jack's a fantastic player, and I don't think he had a lot of the footy on Friday night, but he kicked 4 goals and he was still a big influence on the game. And
did you put a lot of work into him though, Dayne, before the game?
Yeah, we put a lot of work into every player, but obviously Jack's one of their better players, and I'm sure Chris Tarrant would have sat down and had a look at him pretty closely during the week.
I've heard you put your hand up to play on Hodgie in round 16 already. Is that true?
I don't think I want to be playing on Hodgie's spot.
Who are you going to put on Dane Swan? Let's have a look at some highlights from Friday night. You've got the Pies in a couple of weeks, Hodgie. How do you curtail this freak?
Who knows? Look, many people have tried, many people have failed. For a bloke who just continually racks up the ball, pushed forward on the weekend, he kicked 4 goals, had about 7 shots on goal. So, Dane, can you tell, what is he a hard trainer? How's he? Because 5 years ago when you'd watch him play, you'd think he can't play football. He's a little short, pudgy bloke who waddles around, and then he comes out, he's playing.
Well, it's funny you say that, because a lot of the boys sit down and say, how's he get so much of the footy? He's just a freak. I don't know how he does it, but he just seems to find himself in the right spot all the time. And I don't know how he doesn't get more attention than what he does at the moment. But
don't worry, mate. You try. Mate, you try and give him attention, but
Hodgie,
it doesn't work.
You're going to answer this question first. Scott Pendlebury or Dane Swan? Who is the most dangerous player?
It's hard to say. I'd probably go Swanee, just the fact he's pushing forward now and kicking goals. It's always damaging a goal-kicking midfielder.
Dane?
It's a really tough one, but I'd say Swanee at the moment, yeah.
Well, that's what we asked our viewers on Friday night, the voice of the outer, and here is the results. They agreed with both of you guys. It was Dayne Swan in a canter in the end, which was surprising. 71 to 29. Wasn't it?
It's not a canter. Scott Pendlebury is an elite midfielder. It just goes to show what people think of Dayne Swan.
Yeah, but would you not say that those results were won in a canter?
There was obviously no
No, they
forwards.
were a canter, but in reality, it's not a canter. Pendlebury is a star.
OK, well, if you don't think it was a canter, jump on the tweet. Let us know. That's @Hame_AFL Game Day. We'll read some tweets out. One from you on Schoenmakers in a moment. Or if you'd like to be part of the audience, just jump online and email in. Tom Selleck has been around for a long time. Not quite as long as Mick. I just checked on birth dates and bits and pieces. But have a look at this. Is it a true scenario that Mick Malters has been doing the stunt doubles for Tom Selleck in his movies for a long time? No, not funny. OK, so...
Do you know who Tom Selleck is?
No, I don't. I was going to say.
Magnum PI. This is him.
Magnum?
That's Mick Malthouse there. That's Mick Malthouse there. And that's Mick Malthouse there. And this didn't go as well as I thought it would go. So all we're going to do is probably take a break.
He doesn't know Magnum is. He doesn't know.
Have you never seen him?
I had no idea either.
Does the audience know who Tom Selleck is?
We do now.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, everyone knows who he is. I'm going to take a break because that was terrible. Make sure you're watching 7. Plenty of football left on 7 this afternoon. Time for In the 3. Travis Cloak, I believe I can fly. Reasonable sort of ink work on the back. Number 2, we just slide in with a man that has been dominating football fields for a long time. It was put on by Lucky Diamond Rich, who's the best tattoo artist in the world. Got the family motto stapled in there somewhere. And we finished things up with a man that's been in sort of reasonable nick in his first couple of years. He owns a couple of flags. One is the real deal, one is the NAB Cup. He joins us now, the Pie, with the Dragon tattoo. Now, lots been talked about tats. We assume that it takes one to know one. This one is called Show Us Your Tats, this segment. Now, I'm going to ask you to have a look at these images and you tell us who these are. Play the tape if you can. Dayne will just tell you quickly if he knows them or he doesn't.
That's Aaron Edwards.
Bang. 1 from 1. Well played. Next. It's slower than I thought, isn't it?
Adam Cooney.
Bang. Well done. 2 from 2. You know what you're talking about here. We'll just go move on to the third.
I forgot this one.
Ruckman, big fella.
Swans.
Jesse White.
Bang. Jesse White. Oh, that wouldn't do that. Do you know other people's tats well?
I suppose there's more people with them now, so you do get a look at them, and I like to look at tattoos anyway, so I like to look at them in detail and that.
Did you know he had tats throughout his body? David Schwartz?
No, I didn't.
Have a look at this. This is what we found this morning. That is in the game day makeup room. Kath does the work and Ox
As the
walks
rig
around
on
like
you.
that.
Still a
Very
Blown
similar.
up a bit.
Very similar to Dennis Rodman, actually. Now, I want to ask you a serious question. If Elle Macpherson walked in now, completely naked, would you like her with or without tats?
With tats.
With tats?
What does your mum think?
She actually likes them. Funny enough, yeah. I didn't really tell her how many I was going to get at the start. But I think every time I get one, she sort of says, you know, Dayne, when are you going to stop getting tattoos? And I actually don't know the answer to it because...
How much has it cost you so far?
It hasn't cost me probably as much as it should. I know the guy down there on the Gold Coast, so...
Anzac Day tickets. Anzac Day tickets. Time to have a look at the showdown. Showdown 30 yesterday afternoon. Your eyes light up when you saw David Roden moving like he was in a Flashdance commercial. He and Rioli are unbelievable to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I know when we played Port Adelaide, we put a lot of time into David Roden. He's such an explosive player, and his sideway movement really can chop you up as an opposition. So I know we spend a lot of time on him, and you know he hits the scoreboard as well, which is good.
Righto. Next Monday you've got the Anzac Day clash. Time for some quick hands, quick questions, quick answers. You know how it works. Anzac Day win or a NAB Cup Grand Final win?
Anzac Day win.
There's something with men in your family with sorry, I'll start again. With someone in your family, your name's ending in E. Why?
EY.
I'm not too sure. I've seen that bit in the Confidential a few weeks back, that E for bloody effect or something. I think it was. I got no idea where that's come from there.
Yeah. Well, don't forget that out, Ox.
Yeah, I sputtered too briefly, didn't I?
In one word, describe Scott Pendlebury's hair.
Dirty.
Righto, Swanee might be better than Pendlebury right now. Who's your most important player?
It's a tough one. I think the big blokes we've got in Travis Cloak and probably Dawsey now as well. And also when Darren Jolly's up and going, I think he plays a real pivotal role for us, getting first use of the ball. And you know, the game really does start and stop in the midfield. So if he gives us first use, then he's very important to us.
Dayne, thanks for coming in. Really enjoyed having you on board.
Thanks, mate.